Hello, welcome to another Atlas video. This one's actually gonna have two special guests for today. We did an interview with QueenofHearts right here. So 40 million power player and Runz. So we have QueenofHearts as an R4 and then Runz as one of the R5s of Vex. So we have their kind of thoughts and opinions about the server, where our allies fell. We knew all of this like days ago, but I just got an interview with both of them, so now I can post the video, because I was like, instead of hearing me talk constantly, it'd probably be nice for you guys to hear somebody else talk. So yeah, the difficulty is our season's going to be coming through Christmas and everything like that, but we do have posted, we NLP, KOA, BK, FF, HE, and IP are all going to ally against the other servers. So there's going to be two main factions. I was kind of hoping for three main factions, like maybe they partner up, and then we partner up. But I get it with YSS being so dominant. It didn't work out that way. The other big factor is that Zen, so 447, who we're up in the top left with, decided that they were not going to ally with us. So just pulling it up here, I wonder if Vex will disband if they get blocked out of Zone 2 before season even begins. So that's really what we're facing. We're kind of facing down the gun of we're going to fight starting in Zone 1. Probably. We're still trying to negotiate with Zen and be like, hey, look, we don't want to fight you. We want to partner up, and we want to, warband together. But yeah, it looks like Zen's gonna try and fight us, which is what it is, right? So we could have fighting Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, all the way into Dragon. It, with being we're against SOV, we're against 664, so we could have three alliances right in our top area here that we're fighting, plus YSS coming into Zone 2, and YSS announcing that they're wanting to invade our Zone 1. This could be a very uphill battle season for us. So this is going to really show, does Vex have what it takes to continue fighting, or will they crumble? So yeah, anyways, yeah, we'll hear that kind of the thoughts of Queen and Runz. So actually, I should just show Runz here. Runz is now 64 million power right there. So yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy kind of the interview style instead. So you excited for this season coming up?
I know, I am. I can't believe it hit out like it did. I'm so excited.
Right. So just to start off, for anyone that doesn't know you, Queen of Hearts here, 40 mil power player. Now, you want to just tell everybody how long we've been playing together?
Oh, well, we've been playing together for a long time. Let's see. I've been on here for about 225 days, so it's been I don't know, I guess 190 or something, probably
so,
190.
so I
Been
think
playing with you.
we met in around, what, season 2 is when we met?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, in season two.
Oh, so what do you think of the rankings right now for Brink of War? We're on top, so that's pretty exciting.
Yes, that's exciting. I have a feeling we probably won't stay there though, considering why it says is yeah, like pretty overpowered.
But still, like if we're looking at getting second place, then that's still pretty positive for our first real big SOS where they've had
Yeah, I think
multiple, right? Yeah,
we'll definitely get two, but I'm hoping first place.
yeah, yeah. So the big question, the big question I really want to ask you is about Zen, server 447. Like, what are your thoughts about what happened there, and what kind of what do you see happening in Zone 1? Because that's the big kind of nail in the coffin that kind of hit us.
I believe that they're going to test us. They're going to test us when it's time, And once they see how powerful we are, I think they'll change their tune.
Do you?
Like because last I heard that like they don't want to they don't want to ally with us. So once they see, like, I believe they'll change their tune.
So my sneaking suspicion there was the reason that they were stalling so long is they were trying to make a deal with YSS, and that's why YSS was so confident to start off with. So I'm speculating that 447 has a deal with YSS.
Correct. Right.
So
Oh
that's
man.
and so the deal is something about them fighting us to burn our resources early. So do you think that that's really going to make us struggle coming into, like, how are we going to fight YSS in Zone 2? How are we going to deal with Zone 3? How are we going to deal with the Dragon Pit? Like, what are your kind of thoughts about this season just being a total grind all the way through?
I think you're right. Like it could go so many ways. It really could. Really depending on how people act, I guess. They are definitely going to try to drain our resources. So we got to try to hang on to them as much as possible. I don't know, like, I was trying to talk it over with Ninx a little bit, but she had to get off. So I couldn't really, talk to her. So I'm still looking at the maps too and trying to figure out like where we'll probably be placed at and everything. I haven't had a real heads up on everything. It's been crazy. Especially with, like, I was thinking that what will happen is YSS is going to um go with SKN, and they're going to try to, like, overthrow us any way possible. Like, they're going to try to figure out any way they can. So we need to keep our eyes out, like, for everybody. I think we potentially can be backstabbed by everybody, to be honest.
Yep, yep, 100%. So yeah, because
Like,
it's
I'm really worried about that.
well,
Just like being backstabbed because it happens all the time.
yeah, well, it's confirmed that YSS, because they're in the top right-hand corner, they've allied with 611 SOV and 664 SKN.
Mm,
So they've got
gosh,
the two
I
corners
really
of the
was
map
hoping they
allied.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I was hoping they wouldn't go that route. I really won't. I was like, man, I hope that, Atlas and Runs can talk good talk, but it didn't work out that way. So,
No.
but yeah,
So
I think Zen will probably change their tune. To be honest, like, I think they're pushing it to see what they can do, but I guarantee you they'll get on our side before it's said and done with. Although I don't know if we can trust them if they did ally with us. You know what I mean? We'd constantly be having to watch our backs. It would be a liability, but who knows?
mhm. So yesterday, as part of the R4 team, you guys announced who our allies are with SOS. So you announced yesterday that we've got NLP, KOA, BK, FF, HE, IP. So how do you think that we stand up with all of those servers together for, getting into the final Dragon Zone, for battling YSS? Because obviously YSS is the favorite to win here. Just they skip several seasons. They've already played like whatever 6, 7 SOSs. They're way more developed than we are. So what are your kind of thoughts with that? Since there's so many kingdoms we have partnered together, are you seeing like a backstab from one of our allies? Kind of what are your thoughts about that grouping and that pairing that you, as part of the R4, have managed to team up with?
Right, I understand what you mean. Yes. And so YSS didn't do no seasons, like they stayed in Home Kingdom and just like they didn't do nothing.
I believe they just skipped 2 seasons, yeah, so they could save up a bunch of CP.
Jesus.
That's what I heard. I
Yeah,
don't
that
know if it's confirmed or not. That's what Runz was telling me.
man, like, if that's the case, they have bukudos of resources saved. So like
Mhm.
they would continuously be fighting probably. I think we really have a shot. If we all get our heads in the game, I think we have a shot to beat them, SKN and SOV. I think so.
All right, so that takes me to my next question here, where I wanted to talk to you about the placement on the map. To me, we got like one of the worst placements we could get. Now we're fighting. We have 447, SOV, SKN all in the top corner with us, and we're fighting all of them. And then we have YSS entering our zone 2. So, what are your kind of thoughts about us on the placement in the map and fighting 4 different alliances at the same time?
Yeah, that's gonna be really fun right there. That's gonna be fun. Um, I think that our best bet would be to try to get up as many keeps as we can, like and bastions or whatever. Try to hold as many people back as we can so that we can continue forward, like to the dragon, obviously, you know. Um, and I'm hoping that the other alliances that we are allied with, I'm hoping that they would maybe like I don't know, try to come to our aid once we start getting further in, like we watch their back, they watch ours or whatever. Hoping that'll be the case. But our placement is terrible. I agree.
So, really, what you're kind of telling me is we're kind of gonna have to just hunker down and hopefully 424 and server 600, the Fireborn Fighters and BK are gonna move north and come in to our zone and help us to be able to get to the Dragon Zone. Is that what you're telling me?
If well, I think we've got a pretty good shot. I mean, I don't know. Will our second alliance be there with us as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, I think we'll be able to hold them off, and like I think we'll have a good shot at it. Like
Oh, so you're
maybe not
pretty
necessarily hunker
confident.
down.
Nice. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We don't have to hunker down all the way. Like I think we can, I think we got this. I really do, especially with what allies we do have. Like that's pretty good amount for. I mean, it was better than what I anticipated, to be honest. Like I thought we
uh,
were gonna be just enemies to everybody. I swear I thought so. I was like, they're gonna all hate us, but glad
uh,
that's not the case.
yeah. Yeah. Awesome. All right, I've got one more question for the interview that I wanted to hit you with, and then you can go and riff whatever thoughts you have. Pulling up the Call of Dragons stats, what I'm seeing for our faction spread is we've got 33 Spring Wardens, 203 League of Order, and 64 Wildeburg. So we are a heavily populated mage server with the League of Order. Do you think that we lack tank players, in your opinion? And then do you think that our tank players, like if we have a lack of them, are going to be able to hold up through the entire season because we are warring from zone 1 till the end of the season?
Oh, of course. I see your point. And I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think we've got infantry covered. Like in Home Kingdom, we've been, I guess, doing a lot of practices, and like everybody is super OP. I think we've got this. We're good. People can mistake us for all mages if they want, but that's their that's them underestimating us. I promise.
Nice. So with a family, this probably comes at a bad time for you for the new season, right through Christmas.
I know. Well, it'll be fine. I think, like, because I don't get much sleep anyway, so I'll be on a lot anyway, helping us and making
Uh,
sure we get to where we need to get to.
awesome. No, I appreciate you doing this little interview for me because I wanted to get somebody else's thoughts rather than just me always talking to the viewers. Was there anything else you wanted to say? Well, I have the
Well,
recording running.
I'm a little nervous, so I don't do much interviews, so
No.
it'll be interesting to watch. And subscribe to Atlas. He's the best. Subscribe and hit that like button. And it was good talking to you, Atlas.
You as well. I'm just gonna turn off the recording and we can keep talking if you want.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, we can.
Man, I'm home. I got like 14 minutes because I'm going with my wife.
All right, I just turned the recording back
Hey,
on.
You're good. You're good. Just catch me
awesome.
up because I'm a little bit like I just got off work, so I don't know everything that y'all were talking about right now.
I dragged Queen in here.
You're good. I saw Queen.
Hey, it's me. Yes, I'm here.
I'm good, Queen. But what's the talk for Atlas, like in
We're
specific?
just talking about the kingdom and what's going on and with the KVK and all that. That's it.
Got
Like I was getting Queen's thoughts on what she thought about Zen not allying with us and like with our allies and everything like that. I was just getting her rundown of our positioning on the map and everything, all her thoughts.
no worries. You're gonna put on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna feature. I want to feature both of you guys on YouTube.
Oh, you're good. So
Also,
basically, the way that uh, sorry, Queen, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I just said awesome. That's great. Like, awesome. Turn YouTube on. Yay.
Uh, uh, Quick rundown from what I know then. So we have Zen, we have Vex, which is us. We're going to be inside the same zone. So starting off with like the overall, the ally perspective is going to be NLP 282, Vex, BKFF, and then Koa IP versus YSSSOV, SKN, and what's the last one? Zen. And mostly the reason why everything turned the way it was is because YSS really doesn't want anybody from like NLP Vex side to join them, um, because they want to fight us, which I mean perfectly understandable. And so the only real turn to allies we had left, right, is the options that we took. Most of the kingdoms really want YSS to be out of here, mostly because they're not supposed to be in G1. They're supposed to be in G3, but they skipped. So the ally portion of this KVK is mostly because not really for Dragon or anything. It's just, get them out. They need to go back to their bracket essentially, or their G ranking. Regarding the
I got
Zen
a phone
situation,
call real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Got a phone call. My bad.
Okay.
go for it. Regarding the Zen situation, it comes down to everybody that has someone sharing in Zone 1 except YSS because they don't have anybody.
Yeah.
Is very relaxed with their person.
Yeah.
We did try. We did attempt. However, he is getting information based off other people, for example, Max and others outside of here. And I mean, it happens everywhere, bro. People aren't going to like every single kingdom. And so some people are trying to influence that, and this guy's falling for the influence horribly. We offered him to join the alliance. He was one of the first ones before before NLP. He's denied my Discord and denied my messages.
Yeah.
So, sorry for saying like a lot. I was just trying to get the quick rundown over, but
No, 100%. Yep.
yeah, but basically just that. It comes down to that. He's not someone that wants to communicate well. He rather go based off someone else's information. For example, like I don't know if you're gonna put what his decree, but if you put his decree, it's hilarious. He's saying that we're gonna betray them, and it's like, how can you say we're going to betray you? You never even trusted us to become allies. So he's jumping the gun. Apparently other people are messaging like John, which is one of the Vex R5s, to telling him like, "Hey, we are Zen members and we don't want to fight y'all," and like we don't really want to fight Zen either. It's just kind of like we don't have a choice when they're literally choosing to ally with YSS. So that's my little rundown of the KVK. It's gonna be fun though.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a grind for us because we're fighting from Zone 1 all the way to Dragon.
Just forget that part. The positioning of the maps has it set where BK and FF have the best, and Koa and Ip, sorry, those four have the best positioning in the entire game. Vex is the most screwed in the entire game
Yup.
because we're in between YSS, SLV, SKN. I mean, it's horrible. But this is the other thing, though. We truly believe YSS is going to try and invade our zone. Um, However, by the time they can invade, Koa and IP can also invade their zone 3. Not to mention NLP will already have been in their zone 3.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, BK and FF can then invade our zone 3 as well to the south, which they can cut off SLV and SKN. So, like, their whole plan, how I see it, is get all three of their allies together. But our plan is essentially the same thing, so we're in like straight in the middle of the action, bro, and
Yes.
it's gonna be awesome. Like, and if we somehow get to the dragon, I'm not saying we're gonna take it. That's that's a chance that Koa has, IP has, we have, BK has, and LP has. Like everybody has a shot. If we somehow get to it, just in general, not even like occupying it, just get to it, that's insane. Because we'll be fighting more than everyone this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, no,
Real good. We've got a good shot.
yeah. So basically, this is the season for Vex to build its name as fighters. That's how I'll see it, man. And regarding Zen, I'm gonna give my honest prediction, bro. You can put this in YouTube. I give it 2 days. No, wait. So usually there's a 48-hour period we can attack.
Yep.
I give it 72 hours before they're completely done.
So you think 24 hours after we're able to attack them, you think they're gonna throw in the white towel?
Not the white towel. They won't have a choice. I can't say it if it goes on YouTube. There's a plan we have. Hopefully you record it when it happens. And it's gonna be
recording
awesome.
right now, so just so you're warned, I'm recording right now, but we'll show that when the season happens, right? We can talk about all those plans later.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just saying it now, so it can be on the record. And we're setting it right now with some guys. We have some group chats going, and it's gonna. If this works, I don't know any other season that would have done this. It's a tactical move. I won't know any other server personally that's done it. Maybe they have, but if this happens, dude, we're gonna be able to laugh so hard at Zen, bro. But we're also not gonna be like a lot of people are wondering, like a lot of our members are like, do we zero them all? It's like, no, it's not smart, right? We have to wait, but at the same time, like they have a bad R5, bro. They don't have bad members. So when this does happen at the very end, we are gonna give them a shot, bro, for like to have us still be in the KVK map. It'll just be limited to what they can do because of the R5, but we're gonna give that option to their members, bro. They don't deserve to be completely home locked just because of what one guy decided to do. So we'll give them the option and we'll see what happens. But it's gonna be amazing, Joe. You're gonna love it in 3 days from now.
All right, because we're now.
So exciting.
Mind you, in call of stats, it says that we're at 18 billion power and they're at 12.3 in their main. And then 1.2 in their sub. So really, we've got, let's say, 6 billion power on them. So it's really going to come down to the first 24 hours we can fight the activity there. And you're saying within 24 hours is your prediction that we're gonna be able to take them back to the negotiating table and crush them.
24 hours, not because. So it depends. If the plan goes well when the season first opens, and we get what we want, then yes, it'll be 24 hours. If not, yeah, it'll be a little bit more of a struggle. It'll be a couple of days. But if the plan goes like 100% what we want, they can't do anything. It's not possible. And it'll be really funny. So actually, if the plan works, they're gonna actually have 2 days to talk with us and really try and like calm down. And then if the timer comes and they want to fight, okay, we fight. But yeah, if it doesn't work the way we're planning on to, then it'll last a little bit longer than 24 hours. But the thing is this: they have what is that, 13, 12 billion power. However, majority is T5, and majority probably do have a good amount of resources. It's not all of their members. And we outnumber them almost 3-1, essentially. As long,
Precisely.
yeah. And if we can keep, we don't need to have a lot of servers focus like on one peak time. We don't need to focus a peak time when we do this. We need to focus on an overall time. If we can have an overall of 70 online, right? And then we peak whenever we peak. But if we can keep an overall of 70, they're not going to be able to withstand that pressure. And because it's zone 1 and you're limited to how many resources you're going to have because you're still so new into the server, once we start breaking down their towers, every tower is going to matter. And then what can you do when you can't build a fortress, when you can't build a tower, when your members can't teleport because there's no alliance territory? You're in zone 1.
Yep.
That's where we're going to win the battle. And then,
So just to clarify, something you said earlier is the actions of a bad king doesn't necessarily represent all the players of that server. So if they do come to the table and is like, hey, look, you know, we want to ally with you now, moving forward, does that kind of put, like, you're always going to have to look behind you? Or, like, how does the trust then work going further when we get to Zone 3 and we're fighting SOV and SKN? Like, how does the trust work to be like, why are they going to backstab us, right? How does that go? How do you view that going forward?
so inside of Season of Strife, you can warband with the person inside of your Zone 1. Yeah. Now, the only one that we know for now that wants to fight, like, highly fight and doesn't trust us for whatever reasons, right, is their king. But it's not necessarily their players. I'm pretty sure they have a second or third command with good power. We wouldn't allow them, because of what's going on right now, we can't allow them full access to the zone, cutting off gates, etc. Because then, yeah, we have to look over our shoulder. So yes, like, there's still going to be some type of, like, consequence to what their king decided to do. But we can help out because it'll be warbanded. They can still teleport within our territory. We're within a warband. And yes, they can still have territory, but it'll be, I guess you would say, limited. It wouldn't have full access to what they would have already. They would be like, look, you're going to have a fortress here. So that way you can be in zone 2 to help us out. But then we surround basically the fortress with towers. You try and do something, we're right there. They wouldn't have access to a wall. They would go basically after the wall, build a fortress, delete their territory, and we take it. The actions where if you want to betray us, okay, cool. That sucks for us. We might lose a battle now because you betrayed us, but now you're going to get destroyed because we have access to destroy any fortress, any territory you have, and that's essentially how I see it. If not, we'll give them the option to also stay in zone 1, but they can also have some behemoths as well. It won't be the attack ones, and they can stay to the far left corner of the map. We can merit trade with them. We can give them friendly battles so they can try and reach their 12 million merits, but it won't be like what they would have had because simply their king's decision is costing them, bro, and it happens in the game a lot. Yeah. So.
Sweet.
But yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it'll be critical that we enter the map as soon as it opens and start building.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're in for a massive surprise, bro. We're working it out. Right now I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to work it out with more guys. It's going to be amazing. If it works out, we're going to be able to post it in the round chat like crazy. Or sorry, the prep chat. I mean, everyone's going to have a good laugh if it works out the way we want. And we'll see if Zen snaps to their senses, and if they don't, well, they don't. But, like, I know a big reason why they're doing this is because they want to be essentially the puppet to YSS. YSS wants Zen to waste our resources. They want Zen to kill our troops, whether they're Bastion or something. We're not going to fall for that. We're not going to zero them because it's a waste of resources. They're just simply not going to have a home. But Yeah, we're not gonna fall into little YSS traps either. Well, we'll play this smart and tactically and do the best thing we can for Vex, essentially.
Sweet. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Got you. Gotta go.
Vex from the fallen.